Hi everyone, I'm going to react to My Hero Academia Season 4, Episode 19. Prepping for the school festival is the funnest part. Last episode, they're about to do the school festival, so they're like, what are we going to contribute and stuff like that. And then they decided to do some kind of show where they're going to be playing instruments and some of them are going to be dancing. And then they finally got to visit Eri in the hospital, and she doesn't know how to smile, so they're gonna take her to the festival. And then they introduce this villain that's called Gentle something or something Gentle, and then he has La Brava with him, and he's trying to garner attention. I guess he wants to become famous. I don't know what his goal is, but clearly he's gonna have something to do with the festival. Like he's gonna start the festival, that's for sure. And with the title being the school festival is the funnest part, that means something bad is gonna be happening that's not gonna be fun. So before we get into this episode, if you like my reactions, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe, and please consider supporting me on Patreon, where you can find full length to My Hero Academia and other animes, and early access to certain animes as well there. So yeah, consider supporting me, and let's check this episode out, and here we go. What are you showing? Yeah? Nani? We've been having so many few episodes so lighthearted, and I'm so worried about the episodes coming up. What day is this? Because we're going Sunday to the My Hero Academia movie in theaters, and I wanted to make sure that it's not this Sunday and next one, so I don't miss it. Pure Steve. Are we gonna see what the others did? Who are you? Oh, okay, Gentle Criminal. Oh, we're done. Okay, so it's T. Okay. There wasn't much happening this episode. It was just them trying to figure out who's gonna be doing what and during the festival. And then when they were, I don't know where they were going, but then Bakugo hears the other students, the general studies students, talking about, look at them, like they're the cause of our stresses and all that, and then they're trying to just sing and dance for us, so they weren't happy with it. And then when Bakugo sort of unloaded on them about what do you think us doing this is gonna be okay, so class 1A is the cause of their stress, so why would they want to see anything from us or something or other? I don't know. But then he's like, let's kill them with our performance. My point is, I don't even know why they're blaming all of this on class 1A, because that doesn't make any sense to me. They didn't ask to be attacked, so why do they feel like it's their fault? It's not their fault, it's the villain's fault. They didn't do anything. They were just going about doing their stuff like normally, and then they decided to attack. It's not their fault. So I'm not I don't know even why I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry just thinking about it. Yo, take your judgmental crap, whatever, away. And I love them backwards and let's kill them with our performance. It's just going it like not 100%. It's not gonna do anything. It might probably make it worse. So let's just like kill this performance and show them why we're the best or something or other. I don't know, but I love that he was the one that came up with it. I just love Bakugo, man. Like, I really love him. And then when they were like, okay, you need to play the drums, was it? And then he's like, I'm not interested. Who was it that sort of like dared him, like stroked his ego a little bit, like he can't do it? And then he got on there, he's like, Bakugo so cool, yo. I love me Bakugo so much, like I do, I really do. I feel like he might be my favorite character on My Hero. Oh. And what else? Gentle. They talked about Gentle was talking about his plan while he's committing all these crimes. Like he's attacking people that are not conducting themselves in a gentle, manly way. Yo. Okay. You're still a villain. And then because his views are not all that, he's like, okay, let's just go back and start where it all started, because he's been doing his villainy stuff for this. It was 5 years or 6 years, I'm not too sure. But then Stain and the League of Villains, they like took over, and they took over because the League of Villains attacked the UA. So he's like, okay, let's go back to UA and attack them, because if we were able to do that, if we were able to sneak into the UA, then it's gonna be like big news, because UA they've been through a lot, man, and they've tightened up security. They've moved the kids to the dorm, to the school, so they can protect them better. So if this gentle criminal person is able to sneak in there and cause damage, like people's faith in heroes is already like thin, and then you add that to it. Nah, that's not good. And then while he was doing the video, while La Brava was playing the video at first, Gentle Criminal was talking about how throughout history there were these heroes that made a big impact, and All Might was at the top, right? And then they showed these shadowy figures in the background. I'm like, I'm really interested in knowing what other heroes made a big impact in their history. I love that, and I want to know more about that. And then they showed the 3 criminals with All For One in there as well. There's one that was like a thief, master thief, and then somebody else. Like I'm curious about those 2. We know about All For One already, so I'm curious about those 2 and those shadowy heroes that were in the background of All Might. So hopefully sometimes in the future they can touch on that a little bit. What else? All Might and Deku in the training. Deku told All Might that he was able to use 20% during his battle with Overhaul, right? But him doing that, he can't use it fully. It's only for a limited amount of time, and he sort of like feels like he's gonna tear up his body or something. And then they're like, okay, let's go outside. He told them to use his 20% and then just like use his kick, and then he's like, okay, you need to learn how to use your full cowling, his power, like to do like long range attacks. So he's like, okay, he kicked whatever, and then the wind pressure is like, oh, all the way over there somewhere. And then they went through all the stages of like how he evolved, how he progressed using All For One, one for all. And when they were going through all that, and then at first he was only able to use like the finger thing, right? And then he moved to, was it during the battle, he was able to like control the percentage, like the wattage or whatever, when they were relating to the microwave. And then there's the 5% stuff, and then there's the 5% to 8%, and then the whole, I don't know. The point is, they went through all the stages, and then when he came, he started thinking, okay, now I can use 20% or whatever. So I feel like I didn't quite totally follow what he came up with to be able to do, like while they were writing all that down. Like I didn't quite follow it, but as he was sort of like demonstrating what he was trying to do, I feel like what he's trying to do is not just like to control it in such a way that when he's not gonna be using 20% like all over his body. Like maybe when he's about to do the attack, that's when he's gonna release the 20%. I'm assuming, because like I said, I really didn't follow what he said properly. Let me see if I can find it. Oh yeah, he mentioned the fact that All Might is not always using 100% of his powers, because if he did, then he would cause a lot of damage. So let's see. Okay. I think now I'm understanding. He can he increased his whole percentage that he can circulate throughout his body to 8% during his fight with Bakugo, right? So he's been using 8%, it seems, like all this time, all throughout. And then what All Might is saying is that, okay, you're going to be using that 8% like all the time, and then when it comes to like doing that long range attack, and he's saying that he can do precision control when he's like using his fingers flicking stuff. So that's what he needs to train, like the flicking. He needs to be training how to switch between the 8% to the attack at 20%, like right at that instant, like train that with the fingers, and then maybe when he gets that control down, he can use other parts of his body to, like the leg when he kicks and stuff like that. Maybe when he punches, like just release that 20% like right at the point of impact. I don't know. That's how I understood from it. He's gonna be able to do so much with that. And then probably sometime in the future he's gonna increase his whole body circulation to, like, he's gonna go from 8 to increase his percentage to what, I don't know. But yeah, I love this episode. I love that. I keep saying that, but I feel like with the fact that we're having these calm, lighthearted episodes, and then with Gentle Criminal in the background, and then with the League of Villains with those bullets that can take away your quirk. Like, there are so many things out there that's gonna, I feel like, converge on this festival, and it's just gonna. Oh, then there's the gigantic villain of All For One that just like came that one episode and then disappeared. Like, yo, so many things in the wings. Like, I'm scared. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you next time.